Rocky, that is not what I meant. It's not what I said. It's not what I was talking about. What am I talking about? ASAP Rocky was on trial. I mean, he is on trial. Respect to the young bro, the young homie. Um, and at a certain point, while his boy ASAP 12V was testifying, he blurted out something. He the DA asked him what the letters AWG mean, right? And Rocky basically was like, "Don't say that," right? Whoa. So what I said, now granted, I know Rocky. I'm almost positive that he has not gotten my message. But I said, if anybody knows ASAP Rocky, tell him this. If you have access to him, tell him this. Or show him this part of a particular video that I made when I first started vlogging on the ASAP Rocky situation. What I said was, I've been on trial and I've seen other people on trial. One of my little bros was on trial. I watched the judge instruct him not to react to anything, right? He told him, you're gonna hear, like this before the trial started. He's like, you're gonna hear people say things about you that you may disagree with, this, that, and the third, but don't react. I don't know if he said you're not allowed to react, because whatever he said, he strongly urged my little bro not to react to any of those things. To keep his hands and keep his composure and all of that, very stable, steady. And my little bro followed those instructions. And he blew trial, right? And I didn't like that, right? Because me sitting there watching the trial, I was like, yo, B, how can you sit there and hear somebody repeatedly we humans, we not trained robots sitting in the courtroom. You understand what I'm saying? The jury is looking at you and they wondering, they're not trained robots in the courtroom either. They sitting there looking at everybody in the courtroom, including you, whether you testifying or not. You know what I mean? And they looking at you and you supposed to listen to, you ain't no trained robot, but you're supposed to sit there and listen to somebody say all of these things about you that you believe or know to not be true. And you're not going to have a facial expression, a nothing at no point, a nothing. Nah, I believed that could have possibly hurt my brother, right? Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I knew for damn sure I wasn't going to do the same thing when I went to trial less than a year later. Right? Because I knew I had a trial coming up. Rock filthy but not guilty, right? Knew I had a trial coming up. I did not do that. While I was on that, well, I never took the stand either, right? While I was sitting at that defendant's table and I was hearing them say, and witnesses and victim on the stand, mind you, my shit was a circus. It was probably more circusy than what ASAP Rocky's trial has been up to this point. If it would have been cameras there, goodness gracious. But I sat there, I said to myself, when I do this, when I go through this, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? When every time I heard somebody say some bull, some now siphonous, I reacted. And no, it wasn't like I wasn't acting, but I just released. I was actually refraining. I was reserved from what I really wanted to do. Get the, you understand what I'm saying? But I let a little bit of my emotion, my true emotion, seep out to be visible. You know, understand what I'm saying? And, when somebody said I did the thing that I'm, when the victim was on the stand, face fighting me, pause. You understand what I'm saying? The jury saw all of that. You understand? And so long story short, I was like, yo, what I said to ASAP Rocky, I was like, yo, do not let them. Don't sit there like the Winter Soldier. You understand what I'm saying? Allow some of your emotions to you know what I'm saying? If you feel if somebody telling some bullshit, it's all right to look like that in your face. Like somebody a bold face lie. It's okay to go, because they watching. Everybody watching. Anyway, that's not what he did. I did not say to yell at, well, he didn't yell, but he said, he blurted out, don't say that. Meanwhile, ASAP 12V is smoking what's the DA name? He's smoking on that, he's smoking on the John Lewin pack. Smoking on that John Lewin pack. That Lewin pack. He was smoking it. I mean, like that was probably. I mean, it might. The DA is a crybaby. The DA cry. John Lewin is such a crybaby. Like, yo, do lawyers even really know the law? I know that might sound like a weird question, but why are they in court always doing things that they know that if they know the law, why are they in court doing things that they know they can't do? You understand what I'm saying? They just or are they playing stupid? You understand? Why? Objection. He won't go and do the same thing over objection. He won't go. Why? But why you don't know? Why? And the dude was wild, crying like he would try, like, and he was fighting to get what seemed to me to be irrelevant answers. But I don't know his strategy and all of that. But like I said, I've been in a situation that gives me a little bit of been in a lot of situations, so I know a little bit about a lot of things. Maybe a lot about a few things, but what I do know is if I was a jury member, that the DA would be on my nerves already, right? He would try to force a witness to. He would try to force 12 to say what he wanted him to say. You understand? If he didn't say what he would even if he felt like he caught him in a lie, he wanted to drill the thing to get him to say, answer it the way he wanted to. And you just being an asshole at this point. If what he said ain't adding up, the jury got that. It's already there. But you want to be a kid. You want to be all argumentative and all of that. But on another note, that other witness, I don't know homeboy name. You know, not really. You know what I mean? The this other witness, the Patrick Beverly looking ass nigga. You understand what I'm saying? With Chris Partlow from The Wire. What's her name? What's her name? G Banger Akinagbe? My bad. Chris from The Wire ass nigga. I don't feel like he did so well on the stand. But even with him, like if the DA felt like he was catching him up, like if he felt like he caught an inconsistency, it was like he thought he was going to force somebody to say what he wanted them to say, and dude is clearly not. You know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't say I might not have said what I was supposed to say, but I'm not going to say what you want me to say. And he's looking, and the DA is looking like a dickhead, trying to trick him, trap him, re-ask him. You know what I mean? It was one point where he was asking him, he's like, yo, was this the first time you heard about the situation with Rocky and Relly when you got this phone call that you recorded, right? Is this the first time you heard about it? Because what he's trying to get at is, if you didn't know nothing about it, what made you record this phone call if you had no knowledge of the situation before? This your first time hearing about this. Why would you record that phone call from the moment you answered it? And I get what he was trying to get at, but Patrick Beverly was like, yo, early in that line of questioning, Patrick Beverly was like, yo, he was like, I might have got some text too. right? But he missed that. Like the Lewin pack, he missed that because at this point he was already in the middle of his dribble. He was trying to make his move to the basket at this point, and he was not passing the ball. You understand what I'm saying? That was it. So he's like, so at this point, because this shit is wild boring. I'm watching. I done fell asleep on this twice. When I rewatched, and I see for sure that he said that to him. He's like, yeah, I did mention that it might have been text before he went and called him a liar. He like, so he told him that. He's like, no, you testified that blah 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 blah. This was the first time when he already said what he said, but there he is trying to twist force him to say what he want him to say, and you just look like an asshole. You know what I mean? Chris from The Wire smoked you, B. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he didn't really. He didn't. 12, he smoked him. Chris Partlow didn't really smoke him, but he didn't do. Chris Partlow gave him a few gifts, and he didn't do well with them. You know, he would have made himself look a lot better if he would have just been like, "Oh, word, all right," and moved on to the next question. Like, because everything is in the minutes. Everything is the jury already heard him say whatever you think was inconsistent. But anyway, Patrick Beverly was up there for a while. His video, the video was wild long, pause, and I feel like he didn't do much to. I feel like he might have been I don't feel like he did too well. I don't feel like he did too bad, but I don't feel like he did too well. You know what I mean? Or let me just say, I feel like he made a couple of mistakes that he did, but he didn't panic under the situation. Let me just make one thing clear. I'm biased. I'm not nobody here to report. I'm not reporting on anything in an unbiased man. No, B. I'm not that. I'm a rapper from Brownsville talking on a camera about a nigga named Rocky. My name Rock. And so on and so forth. I'm completely biased. Totally. You know what I mean? But I still looking at this situation, I still think this case is very winnable for ASAP Rocky. I mean, I don't know all what the DA has up his sleeve. You know, what other rabbits he could pull out the hat. Pause. Pause, protesters. Get your ass out of here. I know the rules. Rest of y'all, welcome to the nation. Monster Nation, that is. Your host, your tour guide, President and the King around here. The landlord, owner, tenant, janitor, mops the damn floor. With you. You don't follow the rules. Rules are, gotta like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. Excuse me. If you're trying to be a taxpaying citizen of the nation, leave us a super thanks or a Cash App. We actually prefer the Cash App, but y'all do y'all. Yeah, the Cash App tag will be in the description, along with the Bandcamp link for those of y'all who would rather hear me rap than to hear me yap. Yo, salute to the citizens who was on my last couple of videos. You know, somebody was in the comments talking about, yo, get back to rapping. Niggas was on them. Pause. He's like, yo, that's what you understand what I'm saying? Just let them know. Because if y'all don't let them know, I'm going to just delete them. And also, spell my name right because it upsets the president. You know what I mean? We got to have, if we want this channel to grow, then we need certain things to be uniform. I don't want you to type in, or we don't want some of our citizens to be typing out or used to, in the habit of typing out incorrect information, because it prevents or makes it more difficult for other people, for new citizens and immigrants to find us. You understand what I'm saying? So, unless you're a Crip, only the Crips get a pass for not putting the K in rock. Everybody else, you got to put the whole ROCK. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not BBC. Pause. It's BCC. Helter Skelter. It's not Helter Skelter. It's HELTAH. SKELTAH. You understand what I'm saying? Boot Camp Click. There's only one C in Click. CLIK. Just for, you know what I'm saying? But if you made it to you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate it. I appreciate all of the super thankers, all of the taxpaying citizens, and all that. I promise I will be going back to going live soon. You know what I'm saying? I stopped going live after the Buckshot situation because I wasn't trying to talk to nobody about that live that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? In an uncontrolled situation. But yeah, I'm gonna get back at it. I'm gonna give y'all some more. It went down like this is. Those is my version of story time with Rocco. Few more Sigmas. Songs I got mad about. Just thinking about a few other new shows, but I gotta work out some things to build my consistency. I mean, like, I just got it to where I'm vlogging every day, without missing a day. You know what I'm saying? So it's a building process. I rap too, I parent, you know what I'm saying, all this other. Anyway, made it to the end of this video. Let me get 4 justice scales. You heard? Rocco and Rock going.